This is Letter to Sons. I'm Doug Keating. Hard to believe 2025 is coming to an end. This time of year, you start to see a lot of lists like what are the top albums from 2025. I looked at one recently and I didn't recognize any of them. With that thought in mind, here are my top 10 albums for 2025. How does an album get on the list? It had to have been released this year, and I loved it. Let's start the list with a couple of honorable mentions by rock legends Van Morrison and Robert Plant. Both of them released new music this year. Van Morrison with Remembering Now and Robert Plant with Saving Grace. Neither one of these albums made the list because they're not awesome. However, they are good. There's several good songs on both of them, worth a listen. Coming in at number 10 is Mammoth with The End. For anyone not familiar with Mammoth, it is led by Wolfgang Van Halen. You probably recognize the last name if you are a rocker. He is the son of Eddie Van Halen, and he can play guitar. And I think all the other parts as well. He is a genius when it comes to musicianship. If you like the first two Mammoth albums, you'll definitely like this one. If you like Van Halen, I would give it a listen as well. You may recognize some of the guitar hammering technique he uses on several songs. Next at number 9 is the Black Keys with No Rain, No Flowers. I feel like this band has just put out a ton of good music over the past several years. Good album. It's not as great as the last few. However, I would give it a listen, especially if you're a Black Keys fan. Coming in at number 8 is someone I had not listened to before. That is Sam Fender with People Watching. The reason I included this album, it just has a pile of good songs. Easy to listen to, sing along with. I'm starting to become a big fan of Sam Fender. At number 7, Bob Mould, Here We Go Crazy. I've been listening to Bob Mould for decades, going all the way back to the 80s when he led Husker Du. He just keeps releasing album after album after album, and they're good. I really enjoyed this one. If you are a Husker Du fan, a Sugar fan, or a Bob Mould fan, add this to your playlist for sure. Next, at number 6, 21 Pilots with Breach. Talk about a modern band who has released a ton of music that I enjoy. 21 Pilots is towards the top of that list. Each album is different. They sometimes surprise you. I just enjoy the music, and this album, Breach, is no exception. Number 5, Counting Crows' Butter Miracle. This is somewhat a throwback band. They don't release a lot of music. I pay attention when they do. This album was a pleasant surprise. Solid end-to-end classic Counting Crows. If you enjoy any of their music, be sure to listen to this album. Coming in at number 4, the Lumineers with Automatic. This is one of those bands. I own almost all of their albums on vinyl. Automatic was excellent. Several good songs. If you're a Lumineers fan and you have not listened to this album, do yourself a favor and do it right away. We're in the top 3. These are albums I listened to a lot this year. At number 3, Alison Krauss and Union Station with Arcadia. Alison Krauss and Union Station haven't released an album in, I believe, 12 years. They changed some band members. I was a little concerned. I listened to the album and, oh, it is so good. The voice of an angel, excellent music. If you like any Alison Krauss, you are going to love this album, Arcadia. At number 2, Camp with Copper Changes Color. I don't know what it is about this band from Ohio. I just enjoy their music. Well-written songs, generally acoustic. Some of them are almost campfire style. They've put out a lot of music over the past year, and it has been tremendous. Go get Copper Changes Color if you've never heard of Camp, and listen to their other albums as well. It's a treasure trove of excellent music. At number 1, the triumphant return of Mumford & Sons with Rushmere. This album is pure gold, end-to-end great songs. I don't think Mumford & Sons gets nearly enough attention. I saw them live this year in concert, and those boys can play. I mean, they lit the stadium on fire. Great show. I would argue probably the best band live on the earth right now. If you love Mumford & Sons, for sure, add this to your vinyl collection. And if you've never heard of Mumford & Sons, this is actually a good place to start and work your way backwards through this catalog. That's it for my top 10 albums of the year. I hope you enjoyed it. If I picked something you think stinks, let me know in the comments. And also feel free to share your top 10 albums in the comment section.